welcome our respected principal, Professor Preeti Tekad, President of IIC Dr. Sridhar Subhash, Nodal Officer of IEDC Test, Mr. Titus Thomas, and a very warm welcome to our guest of honor, Mr. Vishal Kadam, faculties, and my dear friends. Now, for the introduction of the speaker, let me invite Nia Xavier, Chief Finance Officer of IEDC Test. Over to you, Nia.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Nia Xavier, Chief Finance Officer of IEDC TIS. It's a great pleasure for me to introduce our guest speaker, Mr. Vishal D. Kadam, who is going to talk to us about the various funding methods and schemes. He is the Technical Officer at Incubation Early Stage Startups at Kerala Startup Mission. He is an experienced project associate with a demonstrated history of working in the information technology and services industry. He is skilled in Turbo C, WordPress, C++, and Android. He is a strong operations professional with a Master of Computer Applications focused in computer science from Mohandas College of Engineering and Technology, Nedimangar, Thiruvananthapuram. Mr. Vishal D. Kadam done his schooling from SMV Higher Secondary School, Bachelor of Science in Statistics from University of Kerala, and Master of Computer Applications focused in computer science from Mohandas College of Engineering and Technology. 2 years he was a project associate at Technopark Business Incubator. For 3 years, he was a technical officer at Innovation and Entrepreneurship Development Center. He is also the head of Communities and Fellowship at Kerala Startup Mission. Presently, he is the technical officer as Innovation Grant Scheme of Kerala Startup Mission and Incubation Early Stage Startups. He is known for his positivity and motivational attitude. We welcome you, sir, on behalf of Institute Innovation Cell and Innovation and Entrepreneurship Development Center of Stockers Institute of Science and Technology. Over to you, sir.
So, thank you very much, Nia, and thank you, Titus sir and Team TIST for giving an opportunity to interact with you. So as I mentioned, I will be talking about the funding scheme and a little bit about Kerala Startup Mission and incubation schemes of the Startup Mission. So, shall I present my screen?
Yes, sir, please.
So, I think my screen is visible to you. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So, so starting with the session, I think most of you know about Kerala Startup Mission. So, Kerala Startup Mission is a nodal agency for the state, supporting the startup activities in the state and also doing all the youth entrepreneurship development programs in the state. So, talking about Startup Mission is basically established in 2014. Before that, Startup Mission, it was basically an incubator, which was hosted in Technopark premises. And seeing the success of the startup journey, state decided to convert this incubator into the nodal agency. And talking about the ecosystems and the incubators in the state, we have 40 plus incubators in the state, including Technopark and some of the incubators in the DST approved incubators in the colleges like Amal Jyoti, NIT, CET. And apart from that, we have some of the private incubators in the colleges, and finally some incubators in public-private partnership model. And apart from that, we have established innovation entrepreneurship development centers in 281 colleges in the state. And this basically this the main aim of the IEDC is to create. It's like a mini incubator in the colleges, which talk about innovation and entrepreneurship in the college. And by this meaning we have set up the incubator IEDCs in engineering colleges, arts and science colleges, and polytechnic colleges. And this network has grown big, and a lot of aspiring entrepreneurs are in this network. So talking about the first thing, I hope like most of you guys know who is an entrepreneur. See, entrepreneur is an individual who creates a business, business basically. Most of the people in last 5 years or 10 years came across the name entrepreneur, startup related activities, and everything. So before that, entrepreneurship was not familiar to our ecosystem in Kerala, because as such we prefer the white collar jobs, and most of the Malayalis prefer government jobs. And the people who resides in the northern part of Kerala, these guys were more into the business side. So the entrepreneur is an individual who creates a business, and entrepreneurship is the process of setting the business. So this is the term which we are familiar. And talking about the definition for the startup. So most of you guys have heard about the word startup. So startup is nowadays very buzzword actually. So the difference between the startup and a business is businessman is like business is typical or a traditional business where a person buys a raw material or a product from the wholesale market and do sell it in the retail market with a specific amount of profit. So talking about the startup, startup is a person who tries to solve a problem by creating a solution using technology. So this is the definition for the startup. And startups are basically it's an young company formed by one or more entrepreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs to develop a unique product or service to bring it to the market. And the most important thing while we talk about the startups, these startups start their journey by their own funding. They pool their funds from their own, or they collect their funds from the friends or family. So this is the basics definition for the startups. And as per the Government of India's definition, hello, hand raised, Ardra Suresh, hand raised. Hello.
No, sir, you can continue, sir. Vishal, you can continue.
So, as per the Government of India's definition, a startup is an entity which is headquartered in India, and the company is termed as startup, which is registered in India, and the date of incorporation should be less than 10 years, and annual turnover of the company has to be less than 100 crores, and as per the definition, they inform us that startup is a company which should be working towards innovation, development, or improvement of products or process or services. So most of the companies are working on solving some problem through innovative solution, coming up with some innovative solution. So this is the basic definition for the startup. So this is a symbol graph where we can represent the startup. So here in this entrepreneurship canvas, you have an arrow towards the value addition and arrow towards the failure of risk. You can see the startup is in the rightmost top end of the rightmost, and it is basically it represents it. Startups take more risk and create more value addition. And they are the basic input they create is technology innovation products, and the outcome is like exponential growth and large scale employment or high rate of the returns. And similarly, high risk of failures are also mentioned in this stage. That's why the startups success rate of the startup is only less than 10% in the global index. Most of the startups try to solve the problems. Some of them get more success, some of them failed miserably. But while they are failing in their business, they are trying to learn. They are learning new things, and while they are going into the next venture, they are not repeating the same mistakes. And what are the different types of registrations in India? So, if you are planning to start a company, these types of registrations are needed for your company. So, first is sole proprietorship. Sole proprietorship is basically a single owner company. And second is partnership firm. If you are planning to register a partnership firm, it will cost nearly 10,000 for registering your company. And one-person company is a new term. I think it's launched in 2018 or 2019, where you can one director can hold the company. And private limited company is the topmost registration in our country. Most of the companies are registered as private limited company. And limited liability partnership is the second most popular registration, where most of the company are registered as LLP. And Section 8 company is a company which is a non-profit organization. Some of the non-profit organizations, NGOs, are registered as Section 8 companies. So, business incubator. I think most of you guys have heard about the word incubator. So when you hear the word incubator, two things comes to your mind. One thing is basically incubator is a place where the eggs are hatched to chicks. Second term is used in the medical field, where the premature birth babies are kept in the incubator to get the necessary supports for their growing up stage. And third term is business incubator. So business incubator is an organization that helps startups or individual entrepreneurs to develop their business. So this concept was launched in the 5-year term plan. So nowadays it's termed as Niti Aayog. Before that, the government of India plans every their scheme through this 5-year plans. So this plan was devised in, I think, in 1985 or 1990s. The government decided to set up incubation centers or incubators in the academic institutes. As part of this plan, most of the incubators were hosted in academic institutions like IIM, IITs, and topmost engineering colleges and topmost B schools. And this was basically supported by National Science and Technology Entrepreneurship Development Board with support of Department of Science and Technology. So some sort of funds were given to this incubator to manage the operations, and these incubators in turn help the startups or individual to convert their idea into business. So talking about this incubation thing, Technopark Technology Business Incubator is the first non-academic incubator. As all of you know that Technopark is India's first IT park, and which is situated in Trivandrum. And after seeing the success, basically it was meant to host electronic-based company. As you know, like Kerala is very strong in the electronic sector. In 1970s or 1980s, Keltron was doing very, very good job. They have produced lot of electronic things. Seeing this success, government decided to set up a park exclusively for the electronics sector. And somehow the government managed 1 or 2 companies to host in the Technopark. And after this Y2K boom, like year 2000, I think most of you guys know the Y2K thing. After 2000, year 2000 only, the companies evolved, IT companies evolved. Before that, you have some of the big players like Infosys, TCS, and have you heard about Satyam Computers and Sifi? These were some of the big players. And after 2000, lot of IT companies evolved, and Technopark became the host park to host nearly 300 plus companies in Trivandrum. Seeing this success, the government decided to set up parks in Cochin and Calicut. As part of this, Cochin has Infopark and Calicut has Cyberpark. So the incubation part, this non-academic incubator was set up in Technopark, and the Technopark was the host institute for running the incubation process. And the beauty is like that we have an ecosystem of nearly 300 plus companies, and this has helped the startups to get connected with 300 plus mentors, and these 300 companies has given chance to get connected with some of the good technology players. So this helped a lot of companies to grow. And from 2006 to 2012, Technopark was only Technopark was supporting for product-based companies and service-based companies. So the difference between the product-based companies and service-based company is service is like giving any service, like web designing is service-based, web application development, website development is a service-based company. BPO companies are service-based companies. Voice process, these are service-based companies. So the product-based company, there should be some product which solves a problem. Like Uber is a product, Swiggy is a product, Facebook is a product. These type of product companies are very less in our Kerala ecosystem. So we decided to support only product-based company. And in 2000, from 2011 to 2013, one of the famous incubator in Cochin was established. In Kochi was established, named Startup Village. Startup Village was formed as an PPP model, public-private partnership model. So it was a joint initiative by Technopark TBI and MobMe. MobMe was one of the startup company from Technopark Technology Business Incubator, and in this way the Startup Village was established in Kochi, and Startup Village has created a lot of buzz, and they created a mindset change in the student entrepreneurship or student. So this has given a lot of opportunity to think students that they can come into the entrepreneurship journey. And how do these incubators help the startup? So basically, incubator is a place where they support the startups from the idea stage or in the productization stage. They will be helping the startups by giving mentorship and giving some proper guidance. And we have infrastructure support in Trivandrum, Kochi, Calicut, and Kasaragod. And also, this incubator are giving some of the lab facilities, like like Future Labs and Fab Labs. These labs will be helping the startups or the individuals to create a prototype of their idea. So, role of an incubator. So, incubators help us to help the individual or an aspiring entrepreneur to validate their idea. So ideas are everywhere. So every people have idea. Most of the people fail in implementing the ideas. So that is where the incubators or these type of entities help the aspiring entrepreneurs to validate their idea. So because if you are having an idea and you are working with your idea for 2 years, and after 2 years you realize that this idea won't work, or this is already implemented in the market. So these types of things happen, and the failure rate will happen. That is why these types of entity will help you to understand that these types of idea is already available in the market, so that you can go and rework with the idea, or you create a unique selling proposition, or you can create an innovation in your product so that your idea can be accepted and it can be implemented and it can be accepted by the market. And most important thing which we provide is mentorship and advisory skills. We have a pool of mentors in different sectors. Like if you are in the hardware sector or software sector or any other sector, we have some of the mentors who have experience in this field. So they will be helping you to understand or guide you properly to implement your idea. And next thing is co-working space and internet facility. We have nearly 2 lakh square feet of space across the state, and we are giving it as a co-working space. And we charge 2,000 to 3,000 per seat, and we provide all facilities like internet facilities there, and internet facility, uninterrupted power is there, then other sorts of services like pantry services or coffee, like aligned services are provided in this package. And we also support, incubator also support in purchasing software and hardware and service support. Like if you are in startup and if you need any proprietary software, the incubator will purchase and they will have the software, and they will give their license, share the license to the startups to build their product in a proprietary software. It's like you have to pay little bit amount, subsidized rate, where you can use this software facility and create the product. And hardware, we support the startups by giving gadgets, mobile gadgets, laptop, or some other server supports, or any other hardware supports which they need to develop their product. And service supports, as incubator, we are a registered incubator. Some of the big companies like Google, Amazon, Razorpay, these types of company provide services to the startups, and these startups are get benefited. These startups get benefited through the incubators only. And we also support the startups by giving the access to industry experts and mentors. So, talking about the incubators, we have different type of incubators. First is government supported incubator. As I mentioned, like nowadays the startup is a buzzword, and state government and central government is supporting incubators and their state to promote entrepreneurship. That is why the state government set up incubators in the government level. So I think in the 25 plus incubators are in our country, supported by government. And DST also support incubators. Apart from this, MSME also supports incubator, and these types of incubators are. And second is university-backed incubator. So most of the academic institutions have incubators, and these incubators have been backed by the university. Like Kerala University is having one incubator, Cochin University, CUSAT having one or two incubators in their premises. Kozhikode has, Calicut University has incubator, and MG University has also incubator. So this is basically university-backed incubator. And third is corporate incubators. So these types of incubators are supported by the corporate players, like Oracle has incubators, PayPal has incubators, NASCOM has incubators. But these types of incubators support startups who are into their domain. Like some of the PayPal, I think they support startups who are into the fintech area. Okay, and Oracle, they support startups in the future technologies, or like that technologies only. And fourth is private incubators. Private is basically there are a lot of private incubators in our country. I've listed couple of names. Like Vadvani has one of the private incubator. T-Hub, Telangana government, not government backed, but it's a private incubator. Then IAMA is there. This is Internet and Mobile Association of India. This is one of the incubator, and Indian Angel Network is also another incubator. And finally, the IEDCs. IEDCs is basically Innovation Entrepreneurship Development Center, and Government of Kerala has envisaged to set up IEDCs in the colleges, and we mention it as a mini incubator, which supports student to become an aspiring entrepreneur, and we promote a lot of activities through the IEDCs. So basically, I'm mentioning some of the points which are used for, which are basically journey towards, which is basically mentioned as journey towards startup formation. So if you are planning to start a startup, actually, so you have to keep in mind these points. First of all, you have to identify the real problem. So there may be lot of problems. So when we interact with people, so they will tell like, I have faced this problem. I missed the bus when I try to go somewhere. So I want to create a solution where I get the updates when the bus reaches the stop before the last stop. Okay, these types of the problems will be arise. So this is not actually problem. So you have to understand the problem initially. Will this problem, is this problem is a real problem which is faced by a lot of people? So identifying the real problem is the big thing, and understand that problem. So understanding part is like that. Will this will I, if I am creating a solution to this problem, will it be useful for the lot of people, or it will be useful for me only? Is it creating any value addition for the society? Like that, you have to understand the problem, and you have to ideate and brainstorm. So brainstorming is like it won't happen single with a single support. You need to talk with lot of people, or industry expert, or your seniors, or your parents, or your any other guys, and tell or discuss about that. I have an innovative idea. Okay, I am going to solve a real world problem. So I am having also a solution for this thing. Will you buy this product, or will you subscribe this product if I am going to solve this problem? Like this, you have to ideate and brainstorm with a lot of people, and you will be getting a conclusion of that thing. And ultimately, you have to find a solution for a problem. And solution, like you may be having a lot of solution, but after the brainstorming, you will be getting a solution for this thing. And finally, not finally, next stage is to identify the market. So if you are going to create an application for the students, you have to identify the market, which is your market. Like if you are going to create an application which provides online tuition for the engineering students, you will be getting to know that the market is engineering students. Okay, and you have to segment it, or you have to target your customers. Like if I'm talking an real world example, there may be 1 lakh students in an engineering college. Okay, and out of 1 lakh students, 20% of the students don't need tuition. So I'm talking about an example of a product which is giving online tuition. Okay, and 20% students don't need tuition, and you have rest of the 80%, and 20% of the people don't need to. Some of the some of the people are not interested to pursue their journey. Some of them drop out. Some of them will be pursuing after 1 year, like that. So again, you will be losing to 20%. So you have a number of 60,000 people. Okay, out of this 60,000 people, some of them are taking individual tuition, some of them using Byju's or any other application. Like you can tell like it's a 30,000 people. So you have final number of 30,000 people. So that is your market actually. I'm giving a simple example. So next plan is to how you can get into or reach to the 30,000 people. So that is the plan which you have to work out. And next stage is like identifying the customers and the competitors. As I mentioned, you have identified the customers. Your customers are engineering college students. And finally, after drilling down, you will be getting 30,000 numbers. And your plan is to reach these 30,000 people. And competitors, you will be facing a lot of competitors. Will be having, say, Byju's is there, or Vedanto, like similar type of applications will be there who are giving similar solution to the society. And again, you have to build a prototype and building a proof of concept. And after building this prototype, you again go to the mentors or any other experts and show your prototype, and they will be giving feedbacks and valuable suggestion which will help you to validate your idea. And finally, you can launch your product and get the feedback from the customers. And then only you have to register the company. So as I mentioned, like there are some different types of registration which will be helpful for registering your company. So do you have any doubt in this? Hello? Do you have doubt or?
So, formation of company. Can we form the company before we launch the product into the market?
Sir, like you can also form the company before launching the product. So as I mentioned, like 10 years is the age of the company. The startup, as per the definition, if you are registering your company in 2020 till 2030, you are recognized as the startup company. Okay. So if suppose you are taking 2 years to build the product, your 2 years is gone actually. Okay. So better you register your company only after creating a prototype. It would be better actually. So any other doubts?
So if you have any idea about a startup and we want to protect it under some patent or something, how should you proceed with that?
So talking about this patent, so Indian patent is you know like it take lot of time to get sanctioned the patent. So if you have any innovative idea or patentable idea, you have to approach to Kerala Shastra Council, which is situated in Trivandrum, Pattam. Okay, there is a patent search facility. I think Dr. Ajit Prabhu sir and Shafiq sir is there. So they will be helping you to search patent, okay, on free of cost. And if you find that this is not patented, you can follow with the next step. You can file the provisional patent and you can submit all the documents needed. And I hope it will take nearly 3 to 5 years to get patented. And another thing is like we have a scheme, patent reimbursement scheme by Government of Kerala, and it's directly run by Startup Mission. If you are filing a patent, the amount which is spent for this patent thing is fully reimbursed by Startup Mission, and it's in the two stages. Like if you are filing in Indian patent, you will be reimbursed up to 2 lakhs, and if you are filing international patent, we will be reimbursing the amount up to 10 lakhs. Okay. Hope you understand.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah. So any other questions? Can I continue?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So talking about the Startup Mission supports, so we support startups by providing the infrastructure support. As I mentioned, we have facilities in Trivandrum, Kochi, Calicut, and Kasaragod, and we have lab supports. As I mentioned, we have Fab Lab, which is a fabrication lab where you can come and use the facility. We have 3D printers, CNC machines, and electronic devices, and we have a big facility in Kochi, which is named as Super Fab Lab. And we also support startups by providing this software and testing supports. And right from the idea stage, we have boot camps, and we regularly conduct idea days. Idea day is basically an innovation grant. If you are coming up with some innovative idea, we will be supporting you up to 2 lakhs grant. And in colleges, I think Idea Fest is organized, and we regularly organize hackathons, demand days, and training programs for the early stage startups. And in the second stage, proof of concept stage, we have prototyping grant. And prototyping grant is basically the grant amount is up to 7 lakhs. If you have created a prototype and you are into the next stage of developing the product, you can apply for that innovation grant. And after selection, you will be getting the 7 lakh amount. And third is like MVP stage, and you can apply for the scale up grant. Scale-up grant is in the scale-up grant you will be having an amount of 12 lakh rupees, and for applying this scale-up grant you need to have you need to generate a revenue of 8 lakhs. If you are only generating this amount of revenue, you are only eligible for applying the scale-up grant. And market supports are there. We support startups by taking to the international or national events to showcase their products, and we regularly organize a lot of workshops or networking events so that the investors, corporates, and startups come in a single place and interact or network each other. And finally, the final support for the final commercial products, we have a fund of seed funding. We have a provision of giving seed funding, and in this seed funding scheme, we support our startups by giving a fund cap up to 10 lakh rupees, and we charge an interest rate of 6%, which is soft loan type of fund, and you have to give personal guarantee for the same. And second is equity funding. Equity fund is basically it's raised from the venture capitalist. And third is R&D fund. R&D fund, it's in the process actually. We are waiting for the approval from government. If someone has idea and they are doing some research and development activities, the government will support by giving 30 lakhs fund for doing the research process. As you know, like it will take a lot of years to complete the research. So we will be giving an amount of 30 lakhs for doing this type of research. And the acceleration, we have a network of accelerators in our state, and not only state, in the country also we are tied up with a lot of accelerators. So these accelerators will support our startups who graduated from the incubators, and these accelerators will help them to grow exponentially by providing fund, providing mentorship, and providing market access. Everything will be provided in the stage. And international exchanges, we regularly take startups to the international events in US, in UAE, and Israel. Lot of innovations, lot of international events are happening in these areas, and we select some of the startups, and a delegation from Kerala will be going to this type of events. And we also provide business mentoring and support services for the startups. And this we have covered. And funding support, like I have mentioned, like innovation grant is the funding support. It is pure grant actually. It is categorized into 3 stages. First is idea grant, second is productization grant, and third is scale up grant. And the seed loan is another facility. As I mentioned, it's a soft loan, and we charge 6% interest for this loan. And third is funds of fund. We have created a funds of fund in Kerala, where we have selected four venture capitalists. They have invested. Same amount has been invested by the government of Kerala also, and these VCs are funding the startups who have registered in the Kerala. And patent reimbursement, as I mentioned, we have a scheme where the amount which you have given for the patent registration will be reimbursed by the government of Kerala. So marketing, we also support startups by providing marketing and PR supports. So we publicize their product in our social media, and we also give the press release support of their product. We regularly organize a big demo day where we select some of the startups and showcase their product. We invite a lot of corporates, investors, and other people to visit the stall and interact with the startups. And also we support our startups by showcasing their product in national and international events. And international exposure program is also supported. And finally, like government and corporate connects are also given to the startups. So we have a scheme known as Government as a Marketplace, where we support startups by giving an opportunity to work with government. And similarly, the corporates also give their problem statement that we are looking for for startup or any other individual to solve this problem. If anyone is interested to solve this problem, they are giving opportunity to solve this problem. So, so talking about the funding schemes, I think after the product development or product prototype, see, I have listed nine funding schemes. See, first is bootstrapping your startup business. So talking about the bootstrapping, so initially your idea or your prototype is not funded by any investors or you are not able to get any grant. So at the early stage or initial stage, you need to put your own money to build your startup. So it's basically termed as bootstrapping. Okay, most of the startups put their savings or they invest their knowledge or time to build a product. Okay, so this is the way you can create the prototype, and it's basically termed as bootstrapping. And in this stage, you can also approach to your friends and families to contribute or to raise money from them, and you can start developing a solution to the problem. Second is crowdfunding. I think most of you guys have heard about the word crowdfunding. So crowdfunding is providing a really good platform. So if you have any good idea or you are going to create a prototype, you can put your idea in a platform and you can tell that you will be creating a solution for this problem, and you need this type amount to build this product. So you can run a campaign through this crowdfunding platforms. So you can go through a lot of. I have listed some of the crowdfunding platforms like Indigo, GoGo is there, Wishberry is there, Ketto is there, and in US, famous crowdfunding platform is Kickstarter, where you can put your idea and you can put also your video of the product or the product which you are going to develop and other details. So if anyone interested to contribute to your product, they will be contributing in this platform. In turn, you have to give a product to them or give back the money. It's like some terms and conditions are there in this crowdfunding. And third is angel investment. Angel investment is it's a type of angel investment. Like term angel, some people who have already a lot of money and they want to invest in the startups who can give X amount of returns from the startup. So some people like some HNIs, high net worth individual people will put money in the startups, interesting startups. So you have to approach a lot of angel investors. Like I have created a list of not created. I got a list of angel investors who are really interested to invest in startups. Okay, I think you can see my screen. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, we can see.
Yes, sir, we can see. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This document I have taken from Inc 42. So Sharat Sharma is there. Rajan Anandam. Rajan Anandam has invested in our startup Gen Robotics, and so these are some of the eminent people who have a lot of money and they want to invest in companies supporting the startup companies. In turn, they will also get benefited from the startup by creating X amount of money. Okay, and I have listed some of the angel investors network also. Indian Angel Network is a prominent network, and Mumbai Angel Network is also active network. Hyderabad Angel, recently I think four of our companies has been funded by this Hyderabad Angel Network, and Kerala Angel Network is also there. They support startups in Kerala to get funded. Okay. And fourth is venture capitalist. So as I think most of the people have heard about this word venture capital. So venture capital is basically an entity or an organization which funds the startups. Okay, their main business is to fund startup and get returns from the startups. So we have a lot of angel venture capitalists in our country. and they support startups by putting funds in the company and taking equities. So if I'm getting funded by any VCs, so they will be taking equity from our company. Okay, like today our company, when we register our company's valuation is 1 lakh rupee. It's valued for 1 lakh. So while growing our company, we are doing a lot of activities, we are getting business, the valuation also increases. Okay, like that. In the initial stage of our company, if we have 10% of the equity, that 10% will cost you 10,000 rupees, right? So when your company is valued for 10 lakhs or 100 lakhs, the 10% equities amount will be also increased. That is the business model which they are worked by the venture capitalists. And for getting money from the VC is very hard thing. They curate your business. They do the necessary due diligence in your company. Then only they fund your company. So we have onboarded 3 funds in Kerala, as I mentioned, for the funds of funds scheme. Unicorn India Ventures is the first VC company who have been supporting to the startups in Kerala. They have funded many companies. They have funded Gen Robotics, iRo, ClueTrack. Many companies has been invested by the Unicorn India Ventures. And we have C Fund and Indian Angel Network is also supporting our startups. So I have listed some of the venture capitalists available in the India. You have also heard about Sequoia Capital. So these are the big players, and they fund big companies like Flipkart is funded, Meesho is like a lot of unicorn companies are funded by these type of venture capitalists. And fifth one is getting funds from business incubators and accelerators. I mentioned the grant support or funding support from the incubators is like innovation grants are there, seeding fund is there. And sixth method is like raising funds from the by winning contest. So there are a lot of competitions happening in our ecosystem. Like I think you people have seen that Silicon Valley web series where the guys go and pitch their idea in front of that event, and after winning they're getting a lot of money for developing the product. Likewise, in India, some of the events are happening, like NASSCOM 10,000 Square Startups is organizing a contest. Microsoft BizBox is organizing these types of events, where if you are getting selected and winning the competition, you will be getting funding and also other supports to develop your startup into the next stage. And seventh is like you can also raise money from bank. The banks are providing loans for setting up your organization. Okay, these types of loans are basically supported to the traditional business or MSME or SMEs. And nowadays, in not only in India, in Kerala, but in India, the banks are helping the startups. If you have a real purchase order and you don't have money to build that product, and you have a purchase order ready with you, the banks will be helping you to give the fund against that purchase order. So that is the guarantee they are taking, and you can develop your product and you can sell the product and you can give back the money to the bank. This is the facility, one of the facility which is provided by the banks. And government programs are basically Mudra loans are there, and SIDBI loan is there. So these are some of the loan initiated by Government of India, and we have some of the loans initiated by the Kerala state also. Yesterday, I think recently, Kerala Financial Corporation has launched Venture Capital Fund, and they have already some of the schemes like KCEDM. It's like Kerala State Self Entrepreneur Development Mission, in which they are providing in funding support of 25 lakhs. But there you have to give some collateral, and they will be charging 4.25 interest rate. Likewise, other states are also supporting other funding schemes. So this is what is ninth one. So these are the funding methods and the incubation process. And I can also share the pitching thing but it's not relevant to you guys right now. But I can share sample thing which has been created by our investment team. So this is the document which follows, which is basically followed by our investment team. So basically, your pitch deck, for your pitching, you need 10 slides. Okay, so each slides have specific things. First slide has to be your contact details, or your necessary details should be filled in the first slide. And in the second slide, you have to mention what is the problem which you are going to solve. Likewise, I have mentioned your problem must be unique. Okay, then only the investors will look, because you will be getting 1 minute or 5 minutes or 10 minutes to impress the start investors. So your presentation deck will be clean and like crisp, and it should be easily conveyable. And third slide should contain solution. And in solution, you can mention, highlight the uniqueness of the product, service, or technology, not the technical or the list of the features of the solutions. Okay. And fourth is the business model. Business model, you have to give a clear cut of business model. This is about how you make money from the business opportunity. You don't need to paste your Excel sheets or anything in the slide. And fifth one is, what is the size of market opportunity? Like I have mentioned, in case of that online engineering tuition, I have clearly mentioned what is my market. Like I will be catering to 30,000 students. So that is my market. Okay. And current traction, so while pitching to the investors, it is not in the early stage or the ideation stage. So pitching in front of investors is the later stage, where you have created your solution and your product is into the market. Then only you are getting the opportunity to interact with the investors. So where there, the important thing is current traction. So traction means like what you have achieved so far in terms of product, customers, revenue, etc. If you have, include the photographs also. Okay, so customers, I have 30,000 of 30,000 number of market, and I have been able to cater 15,000 of the market. So that is my current traction. So I can mention this is my current traction. And projections and roadmap. So you can project your business for 1 year or 3 year or 5 years. So 3 year is better thing. Mainly the projections are provided into 3 parameters: customer development, revenue development, and product development. So these are the key parameters. And competitive landscape. So you can mention also who are you currently or in future likely to compete against, or what is your plan to win this battle. So suppose if I am creating an e-commerce website, so my competitors will be Amazon or Flipkart. So and I have to mention how I will be going to create business model while they are into this market. So these types of things have happened. And 9th point is team. Team is the most important thing which investors look. So experience of the team matters, and their qualification is also matter. So these types of basically most of the investors bet on their founders also. You can see the example. Have you heard about this Kunal Shah? Like, you know Kunal Shah, right? So Kunal Shah is co-founder of Freecharge. So he founded a company, Freecharge, and he sold his company to Myntra. Okay. And after his exit, he has started developing a product known as Cred. Okay. So I think most of the people are using Cred. So it's a platform which they provide facility to pay the credit card bills and also pay some rent. So right now they have raised a lot of monies, and so investors are very keen to invest in a company where they know about the co-founders and they know the experience of the founding team. So this will help while you are going to pitch in front of the investor. And finally, you need to mention funding needs and how are you going to use these funds, and how are you going to propose the value for the investor. So if you are asking for 10 crore rupees for an investor, so you have to give a clear-cut explanation that for what you are going to using this fund, and what is the return on investment which you are going to give to the investor. So these are the points which will be helping you to create this pitching thing, and this is the method which is followed by our funding team, and this is the guidelines. So hope you understand, and that's it. And if you have any questions, I am open for it.
Thank you, sir. That was a wonderful session. If you guys have any questions, please unmute and ask, or type it in the chat box.
Vishal sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, is there any help desk available in Kerala Startup Mission for preparing the value proposition and projections?
Sir, അങ്ങനെയൊന്നുമില്ല. പക്ഷേ സർ നമ്മുടെ ഷിബിൻ സാർ ഉണ്ടല്ലോ, EDI വർക്ക് ചെയ്യുന്ന. ഹലോ സർ, അങ്ങനെയുള്ള ഷിബിൻ സാറിനെ പോലെയുള്ളവരെയൊക്കെ വിളിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ they will help you to understand to create this value proposition. അങ്ങനെയാണ് നമ്മൾ ചെയ്യുന്നത്. നമുക്ക് അങ്ങനെ ഇല്ല. നമുക്ക് ഫണ്ടിങ് ടീം വളരെ കുറച്ച് ആൾക്കാരുള്ളൂ, ഒരാളാണ് ആക്ച്വലി മാനേജ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. ഇൻ ഫ്യൂച്ചർ ചിലപ്പോൾ അങ്ങനെയുള്ള സാധനങ്ങൾ വരുമായിരിക്കും, കറന്റ് ഇല്ല.
ഓക്കെ താങ്ക് യു.
വാല്യൂ പ്രൊപ്പോസിഷന് നമ്മുടെ കൊച്ചിയിൽ മറ്റേ ടോണി എന്നൊക്കെ പറഞ്ഞ പുള്ളി ഉണ്ടല്ലോ സാർ, ടോണിയും ഫിൻലീഡിലെ കണ്ണനും ടോണിയും വന്ന് രണ്ടുപേരുണ്ട് സാർ.
അറിയാം.
അവരെ ഹെൽപ്പ് ചെയ്യും, പക്ഷെ ഏർലി സ്റ്റേജിനെ സപ്പോർട്ട് ചെയ്യത്തില്ല. മീൻസ് ഒരു പ്രൊഡക്റ്റ് ഒക്കെ ഉണ്ടാക്കി ബിസിനസ് ചെയ്യുന്നുള്ളവർ മാത്രം പോയിട്ട് കാര്യമുള്ളൂ. സ്റ്റുഡൻസിന് ബെറ്റർ you can connect with Shibin sir or any other external expert. Okay.
ഷിബിന്റെ സെഷൻ 2-3 വീക്സ് മുമ്പ് ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. നമുക്ക് ഇനി ഷിബിനായിട്ടൊരു അസോസിയേഷൻ ഉണ്ട്, അടുത്ത വരുന്നുണ്ട്.
ഷിബിൻ സാർ ഇസ് ഗുഡ് ഫോർ ബിസിനസ് പ്ലാൻ. പിന്നെ അരുൺ സാർ ഇവരെല്ലാം. പക്ഷെ വാല്യൂ പ്രൊപ്പോസിഷൻ കുറച്ചും കൂടെ ഈ പറയുന്ന ഈ ക്ലാസിക് ആയിട്ടുള്ള, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ വാല്യൂ പ്രൊപ്പോസിഷൻ MBA സാറുമാരെടുക്കും സാർ. നല്ല IIMലോ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ SIMലോ അങ്ങനെയൊക്കെ ചോദിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ യു വിൽ ബി ഗെറ്റിംഗ് റൈറ്റ് പീപ്പിൾ ടു ടോക്ക് അബൌട്ട് ദിസ് വാല്യൂ പ്രൊപ്പോസിഷൻ. പക്ഷെ ഇറ്റ്സ് ബോറിംഗ് ടോപ്പിക്, ഇൻട്രസ്റ്റിംഗ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള ആൾക്കാരായിരുന്നാലേ അതൊരു 1-to-1 ആയിട്ട് പോകത്തുള്ളൂ.
I think Robin S. Panikkar is also good at making value proposition.
പുള്ളി പറയും, ബട്ട് പുള്ളി പ്രാക്ടിക്കലി ഉള്ള കാര്യങ്ങളാണ് പറയുന്നത്. പുള്ളിക്കാരൻ കമ്പനീസിന് ഇൻവെസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്, ഈ ഹാവ് പ്രാക്ടിക്കൽ നോളജ്. സെഷൻ വൈസ് ഈസ് ഗുഡ് ആക്ച്വലി.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sir, any questions?
Good evening, sir. I have a question. Perhaps it could sound elementary. The question is that what I understand from what you said is that in an incubation center, if an idea sprouts in a student's mind, we give the support to get it ripened fruitfully.
Okay.
But then, sir, what is the difference between pre-incubation and incubation center?
See, pre-incubation is back actually idea സ്റ്റേജിലുള്ളവർക്ക്, ഇൻസെപ്ഷൻ സ്റ്റേജിലുള്ളവർക്കുള്ള സപ്പോർട്ടാണ്. ആ സ്റ്റേജിൽ ബേസിക്കലി അവർക്ക് ഐഡിയ തോട്ട്സ് ഉണ്ടാകുന്നതേ ഉള്ളായിരിക്കും. അപ്പൊ അവർക്ക് സ്റ്റാർട്ടപ്പ് നോളജ് ആണ് ആക്ച്വലി വേണ്ടത്. ആ നോളജ് സപ്പോർട്ടാണ് കൊടുക്കുന്നത്. അത് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് അവർക്ക് ആ ഐഡിയ വാലിഡേറ്റ് ചെയ്യാനുള്ള സപ്പോർട്ട്, അതായത് കുറച്ചും കൂടെ സിമ്പിൾ ആയിട്ട് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഇമ്മച്ചുവർ ഐഡിയാസ് ആയിരിക്കും വരുന്നത് അതിനകത്ത്. അപ്പൊ അതിനകത്ത് നിന്ന് ഫിൽട്ടർ ചെയ്തിട്ടായിരിക്കും നെക്സ്റ്റ് സ്റ്റേജിലോട്ട് കൊണ്ടുപോകുന്നത്. അപ്പം എന്ത് പറയാൻ, ഫെയിലിയർ റേറ്റ് എല്ലാം അവിടെ നിന്ന് മാറും. അതാണ് നമ്മൾ ഈ IDCസിനകത്ത് കൂടുതലും സ്റ്റാർട്ടപ്സ് സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്യാൻ പറയുന്നത്. അപ്പൊ എന്താ പറ്റുന്ന പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഈ 4 വർഷത്തിനിടയിൽ യു ക്യാൻ സ്റ്റാർട്ട് സംതിങ്. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പം ഈ നെറ്റ്വർക്കിനകത്ത് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എന്തെങ്കിലും ക്രിയേറ്റ് ചെയ്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഇഫ് ഇറ്റ് ഗോസ് ഗുഡ് യു ക്യാൻ കണ്ടിന്യൂ ഇറ്റ് ആസ് എൻ കമ്പനി. ഇഫ് ഇറ്റ് ഗോ ഫെയിലിയർ ആണെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് അത് ലേണിംഗ് ആണ്. ഒരു കമ്പനി ഇന്നത്തെ കാലത്ത് ഒരു കമ്പനി നോക്കുന്നത് സ്കിൽഡ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള സ്റ്റുഡൻസിനാണ് നോക്കുന്നത്. അപ്പൊ ഒരു കമ്പനി നടത്തുമ്പം ഇഫ് യു ആർ ടെല്ലിംഗ് ദാറ്റ് യു ആർ ദ CEO ഓഫ് എക്സ് ഓർ വൈ കമ്പനി, അപ്പം ഈ പറയുന്ന ഇന്റർവ്യൂവർ ഈസ് വെരി keen to know that എന്താ ചെയ്തത്. ലൈക്ക് രണ്ട് രീതിയിൽ അഫക്ട് ചെയ്യാം. ഗുഡായിട്ടും എഫക്ട് ചെയ്യാം, ബാഡ് ആയിട്ട് എഫക്ട് ചെയ്യാം. അപ്പം റിയലി യു ഹാവ് പെർസ്യൂഡ് സംതിങ്, യു ഹാവ് ലേൺ സംതിങ്, യു ഹാവ് ഡൺ എനിത്തിങ്, യു ആർ ഈസിലി ഏബിൾ ടു ഗെറ്റ് ഇൻ ടു ദ നെക്സ്റ്റ് സ്റ്റേജ്. അതായത് ജോലി കിട്ടും. രണ്ടാമത്തേന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഈ സ്റ്റേജിലാവുമ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് കോളേജ് ലൈഫിനകത്ത് ഫെയിലിയർ എന്നുള്ള സാധനം വരുന്നില്ല. ഇറ്റ്സ് ലൈക്ക് എ ഫൺ പോലെ തന്നെ ആവും. കോളേജ് കഴിയുമ്പോൾ അവർക്ക് വേണമെങ്കിൽ തുടങ്ങാതിരിക്കാം, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ 2 വർഷം കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് പോയിട്ട് വേണം തുടങ്ങാം. അപ്പൊ ഈ പ്രീ ഇൻക്യുബേഷൻ സ്റ്റേജ് അങ്ങനെയാണ് ഉദ്ദേശിക്കുന്നത്. ഇൻക്യുബേഷൻ കുറച്ചും കൂടെ സീരിയസ്ലി ആയിട്ടുള്ള ആൾക്കാരാണ് നോക്കുന്നത്. അത്രേ ഉള്ളൂ.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Hi, sir.
Sir, pardon.
Yeah. Good evening, sir. Just the students will ask initially, then later I will come to my query.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
എന്തെങ്കിലും ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ചോദിച്ചോളട്ടെ. ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞ കാര്യങ്ങളെല്ലാം നിങ്ങൾക്ക് മനസ്സിലാവണം നിർബന്ധമല്ല. പക്ഷെ എന്തെങ്കിലും ഉണ്ടെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ കുറച്ചും കൂടെ ക്ലിയർ ആയിട്ട് പറയാൻ പറ്റും എന്നാണ് എൻ്റെ ഒരു വിശ്വാസം.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes.
Sir, you are told about accelerators. Is that a teamwork which is associated with IDCs, or it's?
It's a different entity. Incubators and accelerators ആണ് ഉള്ളത്. Accelerators എന്ന് പറയുമ്പം കുറച്ചും കൂടെ നല്ല കമ്പനീസ്, അതായത് ബിസിനസ് ചെയ്യുന്ന കമ്പനീസിനാണ് എടുക്കുന്നത്. അതായത് പ്രൂവൺ ആയിട്ടുള്ള പ്രൊഡക്ട്സ് ഉള്ളവരെയാണ് ആക്സിലറേറ്റേഴ്സ് എടുക്കുന്നത്. അപ്പൊ ഈ ആക്സിലറേറ്റർ സ്റ്റേജിനകത്ത് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഫണ്ട് തരും, അവര് ടെക്നോളജി സപ്പോർട്ട് തരും. ഇറ്റ്സ് ലൈക്ക് ടേം ലൈക്ക് ആക്സിലറേഷൻ. നമ്മൾ വണ്ടിയുടെ ആക്സിലറേഷൻ കൊടുക്കുമ്പോൾ വണ്ടി സ്പീഡിൽ പോകുന്ന പോലെ തന്നെ കമ്പനിയുടെ ഗ്രോത്ത് സ്പീഡ് തരും. അപ്പൊ റിലയൻസിന് ആക്സിലറേറ്റർ ഉണ്ട്, മൈക്രോസോഫ്റ്റിന് ആക്സിലറേറ്റർ ഉണ്ട്, IBM ആക്സിലറേറ്റർ ഉണ്ട്. ഈച്ച് ടൈപ്പ് ഓഫ് ആക്സിലറേറ്റർ ആകുമ്പോൾ അവർക്ക് ടെക്നിക്കൽ സപ്പോർട്ടും വരും, ഫണ്ടിങ്ങും വരും. They own some equity from your company.
Okay, sir. So it is basically supported by companies.
Yes, it's by ഒരു നോളജ് പാർട്ട്ണർ കാണും അതിനകത്ത്. മേ ബി പ്രൂവൺ ആയിട്ടുള്ള ടീം കാണും. ദേ വിൽ ഹെൽപ്പ് യു ടു ഗ്രോ റാപ്പിഡ്ലി. അതാണ് അതിനകത്ത് ഉദ്ദേശിക്കുന്നത്.
Thank you, sir.
Any more questions? Hello. Questions ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ചോദിക്കാം. Hello.
Sir, I think we have no questions.
No more questions. Sir, I would like to also add that your explanation was very clear, and I'm sure all the students sitting here must have benefited. It was quite interesting and explained in a very simple manner. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
I request everyone to fill the feedback form to record your presence. It is in the chat box. Now, I call upon Eva Patel, Chief Information Officer of IEDC Test, to deliver the vote of thanks. Over to you, Eva.
Thank you, Sri Shankar. Am I audible?
Yes.
A hearty evening to one and all. I'm Eva Patel Pradeep, Chief Information Officer of IEDC Test. I consider this privilege to be asked to present a vote of thanks to such a distinguished personality, Mr. Vishal Kadam. I'd like to thank him for sharing the knowledge about startup and the importance of funding schemes. It has been a very informative session, sir. We got an idea how pitch should be. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for your precious time. Thank you so much for sparing time to enlighten us on this topic. On behalf of IDC, IIC, Department of CS and IT, and all the students present here, I extend a very hearty thank you. And I also
thank you very much for giving an opportunity. Thank you, Titus sir, Eldo sir, and everyone. If you have any queries, you can reach me. Titus sir or you will reach me. Seriously pursue ചെയ്യാൻ താല്പര്യമുണ്ട്, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ എന്തെങ്കിലും ഈ സ്റ്റാർട്ടപ്പ് റിലേറ്റഡ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള എന്തെങ്കിലും ക്വയറീസ് ഉണ്ടെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ എനിക്ക് അറിയാവുന്ന രീതിയിൽ ഞാൻ സപ്പോർട്ട് ചെയ്യാം, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഞാൻ അടുത്ത ആൾക്കാരെ കണക്ട് ചെയ്ത് തരാം. പിന്നെ വേറെ ഒന്നുമില്ല. ഞാൻ കുറച്ച് ലിങ്ക്സ് ഷെയർ ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഞാൻ നേരത്തെ പറഞ്ഞ പോലെ കുറച്ച് ഇൻവെസ്റ്റേഴ്സ് ഉണ്ട്. അത് നിങ്ങൾ ശരിക്കും പറഞ്ഞാൽ ഇപ്പൊ ആ സ്റ്റേജ് എത്തിയിട്ടില്ല. ആ സ്റ്റേജ് എത്തുമ്പോൾ നിങ്ങൾ അതിനെപ്പറ്റി നോക്കിയാൽ മതി. ബട്ട് ബേസിക് ഒരു പോയിന്റ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നിങ്ങൾ സ്റ്റാർട്ടപ്പ് ഈസ് നോട്ട് എ സിമ്പിൾ ജേർണി ആക്ച്വലി. പക്ഷെ ചെയ്യാനും പറ്റും. ഇപ്പൊ നമ്മളിപ്പോ നോക്കിക്കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ സാറിനൊക്കെ ടൈറ്റസ് സാറിനൊക്കെ എല്ലാവർക്കും അറിയും. ജെൻ റോബോട്ടിക്സ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞൊരു കമ്പനി ഉണ്ട്. അവര് MES കുറ്റിപ്പുറത്ത് നിന്ന് സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്ത ഒരു കമ്പനിയാണ്. ഓക്കെ, 0 ബഡ്ജറ്റിൽ നിന്ന് തുടങ്ങിയതാണ്. ഇന്ന് 200 crores വാല്യുവേഷൻ ഉള്ള കമ്പനിയാണ്. They have given employment to nearly 100+ ആൾക്കാർക്ക് ജോലി കൊടുത്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. They are spread across 14 states in our country and they have office in UAE also. ഈ 4 പേരെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ എഞ്ചിനീയറിംഗ് കഴിഞ്ഞ പിള്ളേരാണ്. അതുകൊണ്ട് അവരുടെ ഫാമിലി ബാക്ക്ഗ്രൗണ്ടും ബിസിനസ് ഉള്ള ആൾക്കാരും അല്ല. ദേ ആർ ടിപ്പിക്കൽ സാധാരണ മിഡിൽ ക്ലാസ്സിനകത്തുള്ള പിള്ളേരാണ്. അവർക്ക് ചെയ്യാന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ നമുക്കും ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും. പക്ഷെ അവർ ഡിഫറൻഷിയേറ്റ് ചെയ്തെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അവർക്ക് നോളജ് ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു, സബ്ജക്ട് നോളജ് ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. അവര് ക്രിയേറ്റ് ചെയ്തു. അവർ ആ റോബോട്ടിക്സ് എന്നുള്ള സാധനത്തിലുള്ള ഒരു ഇൻട്രസ്റ്റ് വന്നു, അവർ പഠിച്ചു, അത് ക്ലിയർ ചെയ്തു. അവർ കുറെ മെന്റേഴ്സിന്റെയും കുറെ എക്സ്പെർട്സിന്റെയും കുറെ കാര്യങ്ങൾ പഠിച്ചു. എന്നിട്ടാണ് അവരെത്തിയത്. അതേപോലെ ഒരുപാട് പ്രോഡക്ട്സ് ഉണ്ട്. ഇപ്പം സെന്റ് ജോസഫിലാണെങ്കിലും ലമാറ ഉണ്ട്. എല്ലാ കോളേജസിനകത്ത് നിന്നും ഇങ്ങനെ സ്റ്റാർട്ടപ്സ് ഉണ്ടാവുക. സ്റ്റാർട്ടപ്സ് ഉണ്ടായി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നമ്മുടെ സ്റ്റേറ്റിനും നല്ലതാണ്, നിങ്ങളുടെ കോളേജിലുള്ള പിള്ളേർക്ക് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ജോലി കൊടുക്കാം. ഇപ്പം അവര് ഫസ്റ്റ് പ്രിഫറൻസ് കൊടുക്കുന്നത് ജെൻ റോബോട്ടിക്സ് MESലെ പിള്ളേരാണ്. അപ്പൊ ഇറ്റ്സ് ലൈക്ക് ഗിവിംഗ് ബാക്ക് ടു സൊസൈറ്റി എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ പോലെ കോളേജിനകത്ത് തന്നെ പണ്ട് അവരെല്ലാവരും ഇൻഫോസിസ് TCS എന്നൊക്കെ പറഞ്ഞുകൊണ്ട് നടക്കുന്ന ആളെ ഇന്ന് ജെൻ റോബോട്ടിക്സ് കയറാൻ നിൽക്കുന്നത്. അപ്പൊ ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് ദ റിയൽ ഇമ്പാക്ട് വിച്ച് യു ഹാവ് ക്രിയേറ്റഡ് ആസ് എൻ ഓൺടർപ്രണർ. അപ്പം അവർ ഈ പറയുന്ന ആ സ്റ്റുഡൻസിന് ചെയ്യാന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ നമുക്കും ചെയ്യാം. പക്ഷെ സംതിങ് ഷുഡ് ബി ലൈക്ക് ഇന്നത്തെ കാലഘട്ടത്തില് എനിക്ക് തോന്നുന്നു എല്ലാവരും 2021 താഴെ ഉള്ളു എല്ലാവർക്കും. യു ഹാവ് ഓൾ ദി ഫെസിലിറ്റീസ്, ലൈക്ക് ഇന്റർനെറ്റ് ഉണ്ട്, നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എല്ലാം പഠിക്കാനുള്ള ഫെസിലിറ്റി ഉണ്ട്. ഫ്രീ ആയിട്ട് കോഴ്സിലും നെറ്റെക്സിലും ഫ്രീ ആയിട്ട് പഠിക്കാൻ പറ്റുന്ന കുറെ കോഴ്സസ് ഉണ്ട്. ഇതൊക്കെ നിങ്ങൾ എക്സ്പ്ലോർ ചെയ്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഇത് വാല്യൂ അഡീഷൻ ഉണ്ടാവും എന്നാ പറയുന്നത്. എഞ്ചിനീയറിംഗ് അക്കാഡമിക്സ് എല്ലാം ഓക്കെയാണ്. അപ്പാർട്ട് ഫ്രം ദാറ്റ് നിങ്ങൾ എന്ത് ചെയ്തു എന്നാണ് ഇന്നത്തെ കാലഘട്ടത്തില് റിക്രൂട്ടേഴ്സ് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഇന്നത്തെ വേൾഡ് വാണ്ട്സ് ടു പറയുന്ന പോലെ നേഷൻ വാണ്ട്സ് ടു നോ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ പോലെ കമ്പനി വാണ്ട്സ് ടു നോ നിങ്ങൾ എന്താ സെപ്പറേറ്റ് ആയിട്ട് സ്കില്ല് ഗെയിൻ ചെയ്തെന്നാണ് ചോദിക്കുന്നത്. അപ്പൊ അത് അങ്ങനെ ചെയ്യുക. നിങ്ങൾ അങ്ങനെയുള്ള കാര്യങ്ങളിലോട്ട് ഒരുപാട് കാര്യങ്ങൾ നോക്കുക. എല്ലാം അവൈലബിൾ ആണ് ഇന്റർനെറ്റിനകത്ത്. നമ്മൾ ഒരുപാട് ഇൻസ്റ്റാഗ്രാം റീൽസിലും ടിക്ടോക്കിലും മറ്റിലും നോക്കുന്നതിന് കുറച്ച് സമയം ഇപ്പുറത്ത് സ്പെൻഡ് ചെയ്താൽ നമ്മൾ അറിയാതെ നമുക്കൊരു നോളജ് ബേസ് കൂടും. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
For the opportunity.
Thank you, sir. And I also want to thank our dearest principal, Dr. Preeti Tekat, and our other faculties for supporting us. Next, I'd like to thank Titus sir, our IDC Nodal Officer, and Srija ma'am, President of IIC, for arranging such an informative session for us aspiring entrepreneurs. I also like to thank CS and IT department for this collaboration. On behalf of IDC, IIC, CS and IT department, I thank all the participants for making this a success. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hope there is no more queries. Can we wind up then?
Yes. Mia?
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, Sri Shankar. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So we'll see you on 23rd. 23rd, another program is coming up. So on 23rd, we will meet again. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See you again. Bye.
Bye.